Haya haya, vijana hoye! Vijana hoye! Kenya hoye! Haya 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 haya, kwanza naleta salamu ya Stephen Kalonzo Musyoka. Mnapokea? Kalonzo ametuma salamu kutoka Ujerumani na ako pamoja na sisi siku ya leo kwa moyo. Nitaendelea kusoma statement yetu ya NASA kwa kimombo. Sawa sawa? Fellow Kenyans, tomorrow we begin the new determination, the battle for electoral justice, where government is established in no way other than through free, fair and credible elections. We must rise to the occasion and save democracy not only for ourselves but for all of Africa. We remind the people of Kenya that in this region we are the last country standing and fighting for democracy. If Kenya succumbs to dictatorship, all of Africa will be in danger. But we must take courage that although we are pivotal, we are not alone in our democratic ambitions. Across the continent, we have comrades in the people of Ghana, Nigeria, the Cameroon, the Gambia, Burkina Faso, Ivory Coast, Liberia, Botswana, Togo and South Africa, who insist that every vote must count and every vote must be counted. The Constitution must be respected and the rule of law upheld. So what do we do? What do we do tomorrow? One. Msikize kwa makini. Do not participate in any way in the sham election. 2. Convince your friends, neighbors and everyone else not to participate. Instead, we advise Kenyans who value democracy and justice to hold vigilant prayers away from polling stations or just stay at home. We are aware that the bloodthirsty regime is planning to use every excuse to massacre our people. Let us deny them that chance. As we do this, we must always remind ourselves that we face these challenges as Kenyans, united in the suffering from the tribulation brought upon this country by Uhuru Kenyatta and William Ruto. None of us is the beneficiary of this tyrannical two-term rule. The only beneficiaries of this villainous regime are the friends and relatives of its kingpins. Let us warn ourselves against the dangers of negative ethnicity and ethnic profiling. This is the tool that was forged by our colonizers and used to keep us divided. It has been effectively used by successive regimes to keep the people from uniting, in demanding justice. It is one of the tools in the political toolkit of this tyrannical twosome. Therefore, do not castigate any person or ethnic community. Do not look at your brother or sister with suspicion. He or she is as much of a victim as you. If your neighbor support this twosome, do not insult or assault them. Instead, seek to open their eyes to see the great country we aspire for. Give them the courage to admit the grave injustices we all suffer. Get them to join us in committing ourselves to one struggle, to one destiny. Tomorrow, Uhuru and Ruto intend to actualize the electoral dictatorship they set out to establish on the 8th of August. Tomorrow, they will defy the ruling of the highest court in the land and conduct a sham election that only they can be victors. A coup d'etat. This tactic, to quote a statement of yours, when injustice becomes law, resistance becomes a duty, and if there is no justice for the people, let there be no peace for the government. Consequently, when government is established contrary to the Constitution and the law, defiance and disobedience becomes an imperative. From tomorrow, the duty of every citizen who loves freedom, who respects our Constitution, of every patriot, is to resist dictatorship and to fight to restore a government established in compliance with the Constitution. The only government that can be so established is a government elected in a free, fair, and credible election. By attempting to establish an unlawful government, Uhuru and Ruto have invited us to exercise our sovereign power directly, as enshrined in the very first article of our Constitution. The invitation is accepted. 1. From today, we are transforming the NASA coalition into a resistance movement. I will repeat. From today, we are transforming the NASA coalition into a resistance movement. 2, we'll embark on a national campaign of defense of a legitimate governmental authority and non-cooperation with all its organs. 3, boycott the goods and services offered by the businesses whose benefit dictatorship is being established. 4, we shall convene our People's Assembly for the purpose of charting our way back to constitutionalism and democracy. 5, we shall mobilize all progressive forces in the country to ensure that a fresh, free, and fair presidential election is organized within 90 days. Nimesema yote kwa kimombo. Tumesema kule tumetoka. Wakenya walipigana ili wapate katiba mpya na kutengeneza demokrasia katika